I've been putting this off for a while now, so. Right now I'm filming the sunset behind my neighbor's house. If you notice, actually, I lost the quick release mount for that tripod as well. Really bad with them things. And it's dead. And this is the stuff that I always run into as a filmmaker. Today I really wanted to talk to you about writing. I just recently sent off a application to Vancouver Film School, and in it I had to write a synopsis of a story that I wanted to make. Now, I've made screenplays and I've wrote different short stories and all this stuff, but I've never made a synopsis before, so that was kind of cool. I learned in high school that when you're writing, you should always start with a character. And then you build that character, you develop that character, and then you go from there. However, when I started writing, I always struggled with this, because I said, who the hell is this character? So what I like to do when I'm about to write something is I'll take that snapshot that I have in my head, and I'll build from there. So let's just take an example. There's this big shootout, alright, and there's someone over on the other side of a parking lot, and they're got a sniper, you know, and there's a guy running, and he grabs a kid and pushes him back into the car. Now that's a snapshot. So what I'll do then is I'll say, okay, so what just happened in this scene? Why was there a kid there? Why were people shooting at them? That's how I figure out what my story is going to be about. So I usually start at the climax, in the middle, and then I'll build a backstory from there, and then build on the end. So, lately I've had zero motivation to do anything, really. I'm blaming it on the weather, but honestly it's just my fault. You know, we can blame it on whatever we want, but when it comes down to it, it's really just our own lack of inner motivation that we're not learning how to trigger right. When I'm writing, sometimes I get sidetracked. Sometimes I forget where I'm going with it, or I get off onto a tangent, and I have to stop myself and think about, okay, is this where I wanted to go? Sometimes you just need to step away from a project or a script or a movie or whatever you're doing and reevaluate your end goal. So today my motivation stepped up a little bit more. It was nice out. I went and got some groceries. I'm about to send off the final draft of my application, and I just need one more little document. I did this vlog, I ate better, I got gas, which I've been putting off, which is probably a bad idea. But anyways, all of these things, it just comes down to motivation. And if you can find one thing that really motivates you, then you know you're going in the right direction. So I created this script from an intro that I had in mind. Actually, it came from Breaking Bad. And in the intro, all these drugs were laid out across the table. There's really dim lighting. There's a couple lens flares. It looked really cool. But I haven't really been able to finish it. So far what I have is main character. He just got out of a big giant gun chase, and his nephew is kind of involved. I don't want to spoil too much because this is a script that I do want to use relatively soon and create. But just for a close glimpse, so we have here that Jason swerves out of traffic and people are following him, and then I have him swerve around the corner.
and I don't know where to go from here. The story's it's at its climax. We're starting to figure out some things that weren't answered in the beginning of the script, but I don't know how I want to clue it up. People often say that a movie never finishes, it escapes, and right now this script, it's not escaping. So I think for the rest of the night I'm just gonna try to really focus on this. Maybe when I get into Vancouver Film School, will be a project that I can work on. Stay tuned. I will be doing more vlogs. I'm going to try to start doing one per week. And make sure that you subscribe. Take care, guys.